action.
How you doing, Mr. Tristan?
Mr. Randy, how you doing?
I'm doing good, doing good. All right, well, we got your vehicle checked out for you. You know, as you told us that you had a coolant leak, and we wanted to let you know what we found on it, okay?
Okay.
Well, what we found on the coolant, the reason why it's leaking, your water pump is leaking. That thing's actually got a little seal behind the shaft, and is actually leaking coolant. And the only way to repair that is you will have to replace the water pump.
Okay.
Okay. Along with the coolant leaking on it, you got coolant that actually got on the belt. So we'll need to replace the thermostat, we'll replace the accessory belt,
Yes,
and we're gonna do a coolant exchange on it, get all of those impurities out of there. That way you have fresh coolant.
Okay.
Okay. And we also noticed too that we did a multiple inspection on it. Your rear brakes are down to 2 millimeters. The good news is you hadn't hit the rotor yet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but it's really, really close. Normally, I would say that you can have enough to get to the next oil change, but as close as they are, I would highly recommend that you replace those rear brakes on it. Okay, so we recommend replacing rear brakes, doing a brake fluid exchange on it. Once we do a fluid exchange on it, get all the impurities, the moisture out of there, you'll have fresh new fluid. And at the mileage on it, we actually got some services that actually do that. It actually passed. I took liberty to look at your history. It's actually due for differential service. And what the diff service is you have a front, you have a four-wheel drive, you got a front and rear differential, you got fluid in it. After so many miles, under 60,000 miles, we have to change these fluids out. And what happens is it gets moisture in there, it becomes acidic, and it can actually cause damage to the rear end. Especially, do you pull a bolt or do you?
On occasion, maybe about once a month.
Okay.
I go to the lake.
Okay, so you do go to a lake.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you said that, because by doing that, backing that truck up,
Yes, sir.
it actually can get moisture in there, because that rear end actually gets submerged, and then that can actually get moisture in the system. So we actually recommend doing that. And also by mileage time, it's actually time for transmission service as well as a coolant flush. And those things, it's just like milk. After a period of time, it's got like an expiration date. It's just time to do those by service, okay?
And they all kind of go together at that same point.
Yes, sir. All right. So to do everything on it, to do your prime item, which you came in for the coolant leak,
Yes, sir.
to do the brakes, and do the services due for it, okay? You have a total investment of $2397.25.
And is that with the transmission and everything and all that?
It is. It
Okay.
is.
Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll do the brakes since they're main concern at this time, and the radiator, what I can do with. We'll do that this time, and then I'd like to set an appointment up with you a month from now when I have some free time to get the rest of it taken care of. If that's okay with you, Mr. Randy.
That would be great. So if we do the coolant, again, we're gonna take care of the thermostat, we're gonna take care of the belt, we're gonna take care of the coolant exchange, we're gonna do the brakes, we're gonna do a brake flush on it, we're gonna take care of that. So to do those two prime items, you're looking at $2171.76, and I can't have it done for you today.
That works.
All right. And I will set up a time to do this in the future. On your debt service, we can set up and do additional items that you didn't have done today.
Yes, sir. We can do it as soon as I cash out.
All right, sounds good. All right. Well, thank you. All right.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yes, sir.